We're starting with Hashem, Siman Mem Zayin of Vayoel Moshe. And in the previous Siman we were talking about that you shouldn't be confused by moifsim that were done by a false Navi, and that he's leading up to explaining that's why the Rambam had to say that tshuva is the Siman of Geula and nothing else, because moifsim, miracles done by a Navi can be misleading. And this is a continuation of that. Ukvar ha'yu kama nevi'ei habal u'moshichei sheker shehitu es ha'olam b'moifsim. There have been many cases in history where nevi'ei habal, like in the time of Eliyahu Navi, there were, nevi'ei habal, most of the Jews were following them, and moshichei sheker, like Shabbat Tzvi, that they led people astray through their supposed miracles that they did. V'asu churbanos nerois. They made a tremendous destruction in the Jewish people. To the point that even for a long time, even the true Gedolei Dor weren't able to save the people from the influences of these Shichei Sheker. Even after Shabbat Tzvi was long gone, people were still believing in him. Umikol shekain b'dor yason. He says in today's generation that we're so cut off from the previous generations, we don't even need moifsim to be led astray. Even with a plain lie, without any actual miracle, a Satan could blind people's eyes to think that there was a miracle. They should think it's a miracle. Even that's enough to lead the world astray from the truth. So the Rebbe wrote this even more, by the way, in 1967, after the 6-Day War. But this was published
before.
Yeah, 8 years earlier.
More does write about the wars, the 6-Day War, and the miracle that supposedly happened.
Right. But here the Rebbe said when that happened, he said, I can't believe people are still, even from his own Hasidim, people were still a little bit confused. I already explained the whole Indian.
But they did, however, claim that the independence was a miracle, because they do claim the war of independence was a miracle.
Right, so that's also part of...
In his time, they did say that the independence war was a miracle.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's responding to that. The Kitzer, Ugadoila mizu motzinu af bedora midbar. We find a case in history where a false movement was promoted through something other than a miracle, something that was just a plain sheker. In the case of the Dor Midbar, by the Egel Azov.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
It says, Ugadoil mizu matzinu af bedora midbar shahaya dor dea. Even though they were the very wise generation, but they fell for it. And the Satan convinced them to build the golden calf. They said to Aaron, this Moshe that led us out of Mitzrayim, we don't know what happened to him. Pirish Rashi zal kamin demus Moshe hera lohem Satan. The Satan showed them a picture, a vision of Moshe Rabbeinu dead in Shemayim, being carried as like a dead person. And that was completely not true. The whole thing wasn't true. Moshe Rabbeinu was with Hashem in Shemayim, being Mekabel the Torah. He was above all the Malachim, Misrafim, Mekabel Torah K'dosha. But still, the Satan was able to show people this amazing picture. Aaron and the Leviim who didn't follow the Satan, didn't make the Egel, they knew it was true that Moshe was alive. They knew that Shehu Demus Sheker. There was nothing about it that was true. But even then, even they who knew the truth couldn't save the rest of the people. Because they said, the people said, look, you can't convince us to deny what our eyes are seeing. We're seeing with our eyes. The only time that people fell off of this sheker is when Moshe Rabbeinu came down from Har Sinai, and they saw it with their own eyes.